OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I appreciate you. It's Jody Dunn, and I'm coming at you with a new weekly video. So I'm out doing some couponing right now, and I thought I would just go ahead and film the intro for this video. We're going to be working, I think, primarily just in my kitchen today. I'm hoping to get done a little refresh of my kitchen, some deep cleaning, and maybe a little decluttering, organizing. We shall see. But if you're new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new? Right down there, I would love to welcome you to the channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to another video. So it's been kind of a hectic week. I'll tell you about that in the video, and I'm late to getting started because of that. So that's why we're focusing primarily on the kitchen. It might be a shorter video this week. I mean, who knows? I always make long videos. So we're going to get into the kitchen now. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Did I already say that? I don't even remember. Let's get to work in the kitchen. All right, here we are in the kitchen, and I'm getting ready to do some deep cleaning. So I'm mixing up a bucket of some cleaner and water. So I was really excited. I started doing a decluttering project earlier in the week, working on my basement. The back room needs a really good declutter, and that kind of got put at a halt. And that project was definitely going to take me probably a full week to do, at least 4 days to do. And because it got put to a halt, it's now like Friday evening, and I decided, all right, I'm going to do something in my kitchen. I haven't deep cleaned my cupboards, the faces of them, for a while. And oh my gosh, I was kind of shocked. Just the top of these cupboards were filled with dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and give these all a good scrub down. Last time I cleaned all of the outside of my kitchen cupboards and drawers, I used my spin mop, which was so darn quick. If you can use a mop, that's fantastic. I personally didn't like it, and I said in that video that I probably wouldn't do it that way again. It was way, way quicker than this. But number one, my cabinets have so much detail on them that to be able to get into all of the nooks and crannies, the mop really didn't work well. And my cabinets are real wood. And even though I wrung the spin mop out so good, I still found that it wasn't enough, and there was areas that were dripping, and I had to go in behind and make sure that I wiped them down, because you don't ever want to leave pools of water. Thomas, why don't you drink out of your own water? You're always drinking out of Clarky's. You silly boy. Clarky, is he drinking your water?
Yeah.
He's very thirsty.
Yeah.
Girls, are you being nice to each other?
No, she won't get off of me.
Ugh. Girls, be nice to each other. Well, there was a quick Tom break, and you could hear the girls in the background. Viv was yelling, "Get off of me." It's funny. Donna Jean, she is like, her love language is for sure acts of service and physical touch. Like, she always wants to cuddle, and I love that about her. Viv is not like that at all. They are so different. So Donna was like trying to lay on the couch with Viv and cuddle, and Viv was yelling, "Get off me." So anyways, I did not like using the spin mop or any type of mop to clean these. So I'm just going in the old-fashioned way and giving them all a good scrub and making sure I'm getting into every crevice, which I was completely shocked at how dirty they actually were. So like 2 days ago, I was right here in this area, like wiping down the sink and wiping down the counters. And I noticed something was on this particular door that who knows how long it had been here, because it doesn't really show dirt or or anything that's on them, which I love that about my wood cabinets. Unless it's like a big white mark down the cabinet, then you might notice it. But I was like, oh, what is this? I think it had been some food spilled from rinsing a plate or something. And so I was like, oh, I need to go. I need to do this because it's been a while. And while we were talking about the spin mop, I'll call it a hack because I think that's a lot of times what people say, like a hack to make cleaning easier and more efficient. And I love it when we can find hacks that do that. But I also feel like sometimes the hacks just don't work. And there is nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned way. People have cleaned like this for a long time because it works. Now, if you like to clean your cabinet doors and drawers with a mop and that works for you, that's great. I just didn't think it did a good job. So here I am. I'm just going to put in the time. And if you've been with me for a while, then you know, oh my gosh, it's been about 2 years now that I have hemmed and hawed over what I wanted to do with these kitchen cabinets. I keep thinking I want to make a change, and then I think, no, I don't want to make a change, and then I think, oh, I want to make a change. So anyways, I'm going to make a teeny little change today. Nothing too drastic, something pretty easy. But before I do that, I want to make sure I get everything clean. And this never looks dirty under here. But the last time I cleaned it, which was the first time I had cleaned it in a very long time, I was completely shocked at how dirty these were. I'm sure because the stove is right in front of these and grease just gets on the cabinets and underneath the cabinets. I was like, oh, you got to remember to do under the cabinets because remember how dirty it was last time. And I'm just working my way right around the inside of my island area. And oh my goodness, look at how dusty my microwave area is. So what's been happening this week for us is the hubs came down with COVID. So he's feeling much, much better now. And bless his heart, he's basically been quarantining in the basement. And because I was trying to work in the basement, I kind of stopped because he's basically been living in the basement. Look at how dirty and dusty this is. I need to clean this more often. And I always tell you that I do things in chunks of time. It's very rarely that I can spend a 2-hour time period doing one project. So I think I had like 20 minutes one day and 20 minutes another day in the basement. And then he got sick. And not that I was really necessarily worried about being around him, more that I was trying not to disturb him because he was trying to get rest and stuff. So I didn't want to be working in the back room of the basement while he was in the other part of the basement trying to rest and get better. And I told you, a few weeks ago, we talked about, the fact that both girls are in multiple sporting things right now, and life is just kind of super busy and crazy. And so it was extra busy for me this week because I didn't have any help. There was one day when, and I noticed how dirty my refrigerator top was, so we're cleaning that. One day when both girls got done with practice at the same time. How do you be in two places at once? It's impossible. You can't. So I had to pick one up a few minutes early, and then the other one had to sit there and wait for a couple minutes. And while I'm up here cleaning, oh my gosh, look at my little bubs. This is EJ, his little preschool pictures, and he's so darn cute. I haven't seen my grandbabies for a week because, I don't have any symptoms. I feel totally fine, but just in case, we don't want to get them sick. They're little. So I haven't seen them for a week, and I miss them terribly. All right, I have only done the inside of my island, and I saw how dirty the water already looked just from the little bit that I did. So, oh my gosh, I was like, I better change the water. I could, seriously, I cannot believe I waited this long. Look at how dirty this water is just from the inside area of my island. I haven't even gotten to the island or the other wall that I use for a pantry. So we're going to finish it out now. I already did the front of the island. I'm going to do, well, this is the front of the island. I guess the other side is the back of the island with the stove. And then we'll do my large wall of cabinets over on the other side. And this was a late night for me. I don't even think I started this project. I had to pick Donna Jean up from volleyball practice and then get dinner and everything. And so I don't even think I started this until like 9:30. And then I just took multiple breaks. I had to get the girls to bed and then came back to it. And we're going to go ahead and do the little change. So I actually did work in my kitchen on this day for probably maybe 2.5 hours. But it was just broken up into time. I didn't go to bed until like 12:30 at night because I wanted to get this finished while everybody was in bed and I didn't have anybody needing anything from me. So I would love to hear what you are working on, what's going on in your life. Definitely feel free to share down in the comments with me if you worked on any projects this week or you're getting ready to work on any projects. I get super excited whenever you guys share stuff with me. I get excited for you. It helps inspire me. It might help inspire somebody in the comments that's reading the comments. So definitely feel free to share if you would like to. We're just about going to wrap up the cleaning portion of getting all of my cabinets cleaned all up and looking so much better. I mean, you can't really tell a difference, but I did get all of the dirt off and they're just shining a little bit more. And then I'm going to make a quick change. So over the past couple of years, with me talking about, oh, I think I want to paint my cabinets. Oh, I don't think I want to paint my cabinets. Oh, I think I want to restain my cabinets, like all of the different things that I've thought about. Here's the water from the rest. Not as bad, but still dirty. I've had lots of comments. Change the hardware. I'm changing the hardware today. And changing the hardware always makes a big difference to cabinetry, but it was something that I didn't want to do until I knew what I wanted to do with my cabinets. Because even though it's a super easy change and fairly inexpensive, look at that. I am in love with this new hardware. Oh my gosh. I ordered it from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's still an expense. And there's lots of different things you can do with hardware. You can thrift it if you can find the number that you need. You can get them fairly cheap or you can get them super expensive. But my thought was I didn't want to spend money on something and then change my cabinets and then the hardware not go with whatever change I made. Or if I wanted to rechange the hardware, I just didn't want to put in the expense twice until I made my final decision of what I wanted to do. But I just can't, right now, I'm like, nope, I love my wood cabinets. I'm keeping my wood cabinets. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I am changing this darn hardware. So I ordered knobs for the drawers and small pulls I ordered knobs for the doors and small pulls for the drawers. Oh my gosh, I love these pulls. The cheapest thing you can do if you like your existing hardware is spray paint it. If you want to make a change, maybe you don't like the color, but I did not like mine. And my cabinets are very, very old. And so was all of the hardware on them. And I've got a couple of areas that actually were missing hardware. So anyways, I wanted to make a change. And this is what I decided to do. And oh my gosh, I'm loving what I ordered. Now, I was a little hesitant to order these because there was a little thing on Amazon that said that this product was often returned. But let's take a look at these before and afters just of this area. So the upper cabinets that I changed, it's subtle, but I love it. I think it just makes them look classier. And these are the difference from the knobs and the new pulls. Oh, I'm in love. So again, I was a little hesitant because when I saw that, I was like, well, I wonder why this product is often returned. Well, I'll tell you about that as I go along. I really didn't have a big issue, but there may have been an issue with the product previously. I got a little taste of that. So I had originally just ordered one box of 10 and tried them out. And I was like, oh, I love these. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, and there goes my wreath. So then I ordered all of the rest that I needed. Well, I had to make an what's the word? I had to improvise on a couple of areas that I'll show you. Some of them I didn't even need the screwdriver for, and some of them were stuck in a little more, and I did need the screwdriver. Now, the pulls, those were easy because they fit right into the existing screws, so I didn't even use the screws that came with the pulls. But the knobs, I did need to use the screws that came with them. And I think I was so hesitant to make a decision on hardware, not wanting to have to rebuy hardware again if I did decide to change my cabinets, because I have so many. It's not like I just have 6 or 8 or even 10. I had 31 doors that I would need new hardware for because I wasn't going to spray paint, and I think 14 drawers. So that adds up when you have to buy that much new hardware. So this Lazy Susan is technically a door, not a drawer, but I put a pull on it because I would have had to order a whole nother pack of 10 to get one more knob because they didn't sell them just individually. So I made the decision to put a pull on that door instead of a knob. And yes, these are crooked, but I fixed them. I went back through after every time with the pulls and just made sure that I straightened them out. Now, here's where I came across the issue that I'm guessing is why a lot of people returned this product, or that's what the little thing said on Amazon. I couldn't get this knob in. It wouldn't screw in all of the way. And I'm guessing what the issue is when they made these, they didn't make the hole inside of the knob big enough or didn't drill it correctly to fit the screw. So I was already on, I think, almost the end of my second box, and that was the first one that happened to me on. And of course, I tried a couple of different screws just to make sure it wasn't a bad screw, and none of them worked. So I think it's just a manufacturing issue with some of them. This area over here I was really excited to do because this is where I'm missing 2 pieces of hardware. You can see one up above the little counter area, and then one of these big doors down here didn't have any hardware on them. So now all of my cabinetry has actual hardware on it. And when I was putting the knobs on, I think one above my microwave, I came across that issue as well. So I ordered 30 knobs, and out of 30, I got 2 bad ones. So I'll show you what I did to make the adjustment for that, because I didn't have any more. I only ordered 30 because I actually technically needed 31, but I already showed you what I did with the Lazy Susan. And I really didn't want to order a whole nother box. The knobs only came in a pack of 10, and then the pulls came in a pack of 10 or 25. So I ended up getting the knobs. There was a coupon on Amazon, so they ended up being $2 a piece, which I didn't think was bad. You can definitely get hardware cheaper, but these were the ones I loved, and there is hardware that is also way more expensive. The pulls ended up being $1.50 a piece, which I thought was great, except for I have like 10 extra but I'll probably use them on another project at some point because I think they are so, so beautiful. So what I'm doing now is opening up a new opening up a new knob since this one was not working. And I was hoping, at this point, I wasn't sure what the problem was. I was hoping it wasn't something weird, but no, this one went on just fine. So there just was 2 of them out of 30 that were manufactured incorrectly. So now I'm short 2 knobs. And I still have this area above my microwave. So it must have been the area above my refrigerator where I had the other issue. So I'm just going to put pulls up here, at least for now, and try to decide what I want to do. I think I'll reach out to the company that I purchased them from and just see if they'll exchange 2 of them for me. I'm sure they probably will. If not, maybe I'll just order another box and take out 2 good ones and put the 2 bad ones in and return them. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'll just keep it like this. I'll probably reach out to the company regardless because I paid for the product and I got 2 bad knobs. So anyways, this was the fix. I put the pulls up here on these little ones. Does it look weird? Let me know. So I've got a wall of doors right here where almost all of them, except for right there in the middle, have the knobs and the rest have, or the other 2 have the pulls. I love how they turned out. I think it adds just a little subtle change, but a much needed change. And I'm going to show you in the daylight as well. I don't know if it's any different because the sun shines in, so it makes the lighting kind of weird, but Donna Jean had woke up the next morning and she didn't notice until she touched one of them. And she was like, oh, I love these. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've changed hardware on any big area of your house and if you absolutely loved the difference. And the last thing I'm going to do in this kitchen is organize this cabinet. Oh my gosh. So I did this just yesterday. It was Viviana's birthday. Oh, she turned 15. I can't believe my second baby is 15. So we went out to dinner. Hub stayed home. My mom came. It was a really nice time. And they went to bed and I decided, let me go ahead and tackle this. I've been avoiding this cabinet because it's such a mess, but I'm so, so happy I took care of it today. So this is what I will call my medicine cabinet. We keep it in the kitchen. That's where it gets the most use. And basically it houses all of our first aid items, any type of supplements that we use, any type of medicine, sunscreen, that type of thing. This is the cabinet I keep it in. I've been avoiding doing this because it was one of those projects that I kept looking at and thinking, oh, this is going to take me forever. It literally took me 20 minutes. So sometimes it just looks like such a huge mess. And it really is something that is very quick to take care of and makes a humongous difference in how that area functions once you do kind of clear out the bad stuff and then just put a little bit of organization in place. So I'm just going through and checking for any expired products, which I did have some. But, you know, I think we're probably all going to be a little bit different when it comes to expired products. I grew up where my mom and my stepdad had a very, very good friend that I was around all the time, and he was a doctor. So there are certain medicines that I'm perfectly okay with keeping that are expired because I just learned at an early age that medicine doesn't necessarily expire. It depends on what it is. I had some supplements in here that were like, a lot of the vitamins and things now that they sell are like gummy form. Those get nasty once they've been expired. So I definitely pitched those. But I also had some like acetaminophen in here that I think expired in either 2021 or 2022. It has like 2 or 3 pills left in it. I've been using it. It works just fine. So absolutely not giving advice on what you should do as far as medicine. Consult with your physician. I'm just sharing with you what I do. My husband's a little pickier. Like if he looks at something and he sees it's expired, he'll be like, oh, this is expired. And I'm like, it's Advil. It's fine. I even actually found, we're not big medicine takers in my household, which I'm super, super grateful for. I'll be honest with you, like there's very few supplements that I even take. There are some that I take that I do feel are necessary. And a lot of times I'll have my girls take like a multivitamin. And my husband likes to take a multivitamin. I personally do not take a multivitamin. But anyways, we don't have any regular prescription medicine. So grateful for that. So really this cabinet just has a few supplements, and it has Band-Aids, thermometers, like stuff if you get a bug bite. And I do have some prescription medicine in here. And you can see this cabinet was such a mess that I had 2 huge packs of Band-Aids that got open, and one of them spilled all over, and I'm literally just using, because this is not eye level for me, it's only the second shelf, but I'm using my camera to try to see where all the spilled Band-Aids were. And, you know, that's the problem when you have a cabinet that's not organized. If somebody opens up a pack of Band-Aids because they can't find the one that's already opened. So, anyways, I'm just going to combine these two and get rid of the box so it's not taking up as much room. So, I'm just going to get this organized and cleared out, and it'll feel better, it'll function better, it'll look better, and we can find the things that we need to find. And I am going to put together a little like tray of prescription medicine. Like I said, we don't take any regular prescriptions, which I'm so darn grateful for. But like I found I found 2 bottles of ibuprofen that my husband had been prescribed at some point. I think they expired already. I just combined them into one thing, and we'll just keep them there. I actually found a prescription for me for amoxicillin, and it expired like a year ago. I hardly ever take antibiotics, which again, so incredibly grateful that I just don't get sick and I stay pretty darn healthy. And it looked like the whole dang bottle was still in there. So I can't remember why I got a prescription for amoxicillin and almost the whole bottle is in there. And yep, it expired. I'm keeping it because I just am. You never know when you might need it. Maybe I can't get to the doctor and I have it. The one thing I am kind of big on buying are supplements that are like preventative. I love Zicam. I swear by Zicam. If I feel like I'm getting a little cold or something, I'll start taking Zicam. I just ran out, so I got a couple more through couponing deals, so I put those in there. But anyways, now I just got the top shelf, which the top shelf does have some supplements that I personally like to take. I do like to take like a probiotic. And if I remember to, I like to take like a drink that I mix with some greens. I like to take some collagen. There are certain things that I do like to take. So I keep most of it has to be refrigerated once I open it. And then I keep the extras up in this cabinet. We're just about finished with today's video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope this video inspired you, even with just this cabinet. Like I said, it was such a mess. We couldn't find anything in here, and people were opening up other boxes when we already had an open box. And it only took me 20 minutes just to clear this out, get rid of a couple of bad things, and then just reorganize it so we can see everything and know where everything is. So if you got an area in your house, take 10 minutes or 20 minutes. It just feels so much better once you get things more functional. So this is what it looked like. No wonder nobody could find anything. It just got out of control. So I took the time and got in here, and oh my gosh, like I have empty space now in here. We can see everything very clearly. It feels so much better. Some projects are quicker than you think they're going to be, and other projects take longer, like me washing down all my cabinets and changing up the hardware. But thank you so, so much for spending some time with me today. I've opened this cabinet I don't know how many times now because I just can't believe I kept putting it off. And it was quick and easy, and it looks so much better. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to see you again next week, hopefully finishing up my basement declutter. Have a great day. Bye.